I was planning to do some transplanting of my little baby plants, but don't think the conditions are quite right. We'll have to come back another day. On FaceTime with my sister. It's supposed to be fertilizer Friday. I mixed up one batch and got these 2 front beds. Monsoon had other plans, so I guess I'll have a fertilizer Saturday. Hi, welcome back to my garden. Today I'm going to be transplanting I've got like some tomatoes, some ground cherries, amaranth. I got some things. I've been trying to plant them all week, but every time when I make it out here, a big old monsoon storm comes. It doesn't look very cloudy today, and the weather didn't say it's going to rain, but that's been wrong before, so we should be good. So I have... Unfortunately, even though I knew that you should label every single plant, I didn't. So my tomatoes got mixed up, and now I don't really know what's what. They're Romas and San Marzanos. And the thing that makes that kind of annoying is because it's the San Marzanos say that they are semi-determinate and your Romas are determinate. So I was planning to have them like caged up and staked up. Makes it a little bit more confusing, but you can see I've got some... This is my nursery area, by the way. I hide it in between here, in between these melons and loofahs to protect it from the crazy sun and the wind and all that. But so I have one... Interesting. I'm a little confused. I can't find it. I don't know what happened, so I'm just gonna get started. I'm going to put a tomato here in the middle, and first I need to make a tomato cage. This isn't like superly duperly sturdy. I found that you definitely want to not do like the triangle method with 3, and you want to do all 4 if you're not going to have any other reinforcements, because tomatoes get heavy. There's some self-seeded ground cherries I need to get rid of. Here are the little tomato arms. Oh, I should have measured the backside first. That's a little too close over there. There we go. We'll do the exact same thing over here. This one is more empty, so it's easier. Whew, thank goodness. So I think I'm gonna plant everything, just so I'm working against the sun, and water at the end. I am trialing this fertilizer from MI Gardener. It says it's supposed to be able to last the whole season without needing to reapply, so. First tomato plant. I have not been using my microphone because I would have to take off the little cover flap on the USB-C port, which makes the camera not watertight anymore, and with monsoon season it could start pouring out of nowhere, so I just decided not to be using that right now. I'll just do a quick voiceover to let you know what I was saying here, because I do think it's important. I was sharing that my first expected first frost or danger of frost is the first week of December, which gives me 4 months from the day of recording August 3rd, 2024. And even though I have 4 months, we will be working against the clock when it comes to sun strength and daylight hours. So you will want to add on extra time to the day to harvest for any crop you're planning to do a fall round of. For me, everything I planted this day has anywhere from 65 to 95 days to harvest, so I should be good. I had the shade cloth. Well, the structure fell apart, so the shade cloth was off for a few days, and this tomato just crisped up. I don't know. That one looks fabulous, so I don't really know what happened, but I'm gonna put a tomato right over here. And this is my only one labeled San Marzano, so I know for sure it's the San Marzano. Which is why I want to use this trellis, so it has lots of space to grow up. All the way up, 7 feet. On this bed, actually, instead of this fertilizer, I'm going to use the old wives' tale and egg, because there's worms in this bed. Hopefully, if they're still there. A lot of mulch fell in there, so I guess I'm gonna give it a little sprinkle of fertilizer too. There wasn't like enough soil over here, so I'm gonna go get some soil. It's pretty dry over here. I'm thinking this is probably clogged up, so I need to keep an eye on that. Me again. I was just saying here that I'm gonna put 4 more tomatoes back here. Originally this bed had corn that I sowed in there, but I think I'm struggling with the little bugs, roly-polies or something like that eats little seedlings, because none of them came up, not a single one. So I bought some Sluggo Plus and redid sowing my corn over here, and they all came up and they look great, so all good. Here I was letting you know that I decided to add some Thai basil here in between these 4 tomato plants. I'm struggling really hard with mealybugs. They're just sucking the life out of lots of my plants, and my basil looks the cleanest, so I wanted to add some here. This camera's overheating, so I guess that's a wrap for today. I'm gonna water these and come back another day to finish my planting. Okay, back at it. It's sprinkling a little bit, but we should be good. I want to plant these cucamelons. I have 3 in here. Don't know what happened to that 4th one. It just never came up, but I've tried cucamelons many times. I did get the plant to produce last year, but it was like super late in November, and I was kind of over it by that point, so we didn't really do much eating on it. So redemption arc, hopefully. So my seed packet said I can plant my cucamelons 6 to 12 inches apart, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze them in and do 2 here on this trellis. I'm going to check this strip line, because when I dug that hole for the tomato over on the other side yesterday, it was really dry, and I remembered this tomato that I pulled out. I had thought the sun had killed it, which was strange because the one right next to it didn't get sunburnt when the shade cloth fell down. So I feel like this drip might be clogged up. So I am going to test it real quick. So got one dripping. This one here drips a little bit, but most of these aren't doing anything. So I'm going to place this. I have it in here really weird in like a grid. So that's going to be annoying to cut it a bunch of times, but less annoying than redoing it completely. So here I was just letting you know that I'm going to be using brand new drip. Whenever I used to replace the drip previously, I used to actually throw it away, but I had the idea of seeing if soaking it in vinegar would get them to unclog, and it does. So now I no longer throw them away, but I didn't want to sit around and wait for this to soak in vinegar, so I'm just getting new pieces, but I won't throw them away. I'll keep them in a bucket till I have a big batch and get them all unclogged. Awkward placement, but we're gonna give it a try. Pretty long already. We're gonna put that third one. I don't know what those birds are doing. Holy cow, what kind of bird is that? Oh my god, that is huge. Oh my god. Oh, it just flew off. I don't know what kind of bird that was. That thing was huge. Oh, anyways. I'm gonna put my third cucamelon over here. Back here, this might be a little bit cramped. I have a sugar baby watermelon and another watermelon that I can't read from here. Oh, Desert King. On the other side to grow up arch trellis. But to the shade structure pole, I am going to attempt to grow some amaranth and just lash it up this pole, because I know you need to kind of give amaranth a bit of a stake or it'll flop over. So I figured I could stake it to this pole and drape it out the side. This is the coral fountain. I thought that would be pretty. I've noticed this mulch over here is like caking together and breaking down and turning into like that white, showing the white mycelium, but it like is caking together like this. Crazy. I guess that's a good thing, but it makes getting to the soil kind of annoying. And I was trying to direct sow some peppers over there, but the mulch, I just put like a very light layer to help me keep it moist. Obviously we're over 100 degrees every day, but it caked together and started breaking down, so those seeds didn't come up. There's my little root ball for my amaranth coral fountain. forgot about the ground cherries. Since my peppers didn't come up here in the middle, I'm gonna put 2 ground cherries. These are pineapple ground cherries, and I like to put them in these small tomato cages. They don't get that tall, but they just kind of sprawl and crawl everywhere. And last year was the first year I grew them, and I didn't put anything on them, and I didn't like it. I could put them here in the middle of these zinnias that are in the back row. I think I got these from Southern Seed Exposure. I didn't write the whole thing down, it's just pineapple ground cherry. You could see that it's forming that mycelium to break down. I don't know, the conditions were just perfect over here to get this to break down so quick. Because I put this mulch down not that long ago, maybe last month. All right, very good. Happy about that. The sun is setting, so the last thing I'm going to do is re-sow these sunflowers here. Goldie Honey Bear. I have these cages on here because I have to my dog likes to eat the little seedlings when they come up, so I put the cages on here to stop from that. And then I did put this sluggo, but I don't know, I think something still ate them because the 2 on the ends didn't come up at all, and the one in the middle came up, but the leaves are munched on. It's a struggle. I don't see any evidence of a seed. That's all right, we'll just do it again. I do normally like to do 1 seed per hole, but since I'm having such trouble, I'm gonna do 2. And I like to do them a little bit separate. If they both come up, I can try to separate them if I choose. Some more sluggo. More on that one. Something's munching on the leaves. The world is against these sunflowers, but I want them. Alright, that's it. I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes and I'm ready to go inside. Thanks for hanging out with me this weekend. Hope to see you around next time. And if you did enjoy yourself, please consider subscribing. Bye!